Hello guys, I'm Raj and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today in this video we will solve this hard lead code hard category problem. So which is longest consecutive sequence in a list, or you can say in an array. So here we'll be given an unsorted array of integers. So we need to find the longest consecutive element sequence that is present in that array. So what essentially it is, let's say we have given this unsorted array as an input. So we have these elements 100, 4, 200, 132. So the consecutive sequences present in this array are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 100, 200. So, and these are the respective lengths of the sequence. So we have 4 and a list of 2. So the answer that will return is 4, because 1, 2, 3, 4 is the longest sequence of consecutive elements present in the list. So essentially we need to find this 4 as an output using our code. So what could be the solution? So as mentioned in the question, we need to provide a solution which is of order of n. So it is simply saying that we should write a code which is having a time complexity of order n. So you can have multiple iterations of the same loop, but you have to be in order of n time complexity. So the solution can be, that I suggest is something like this. So first of all, we'll make a dictionary of all the elements, all the unique elements present in the list. So we'll count the occurrences of each of the number, and then we'll pick a number, and then we will check for its consecutive numbers. Let's say I pick a number 5, so I will check for the presence of 5, 6 and 4. So if 6 and 4 are present, then I will go beyond that. So I will check for 3 and 7, and then if like any of the one is not present, then we will stop that iteration. So and then we will update the dictionary according. So let's say I'm starting with 5, I check for 6. If 6 is present in the dictionary or in the list, then I will reduce the occurrence of 6, and then I will check for next. So and then we will get the minimum and maximum consecutive elements that are found for a particular number. So let's say for 5 I got 3 as the least consecutive element found in the list, and 7 as the maximum consecutive element found. So then I have a sequence. It is essentially says that I have a sequence of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I will get the sequence length as 5. Then I will save that length, and then I will check if it is the maximum length that I found in the list or not. If that's the answer, then I will return that answer. So let's code this out. So first of all, I will declare a dictionary. So I will use the default dict property of Python. So I will use the collections default dict with integer as the data type that I want. So it will essentially, whenever I try to get the value of the key, I will return the value of the key. If the key is not present, then I will get by default 0 as the value. So then I will also take a parameter of answer, which will capture the largest or the longest sequence present in the list. Then I will have 2 elements of that will store the value of the previous and the next element. So I will take next element and previous element. So essentially both are 0 for now. So now I will do all the elements present in the list. This is the conventional way of looping through all the elements using the index. One more thing that I forgot, I have to first count the instances of the unique numbers present. So I will what I will do is I will use the dictionary, and I will so here I am using the iterable property of the list, and I am counting the number of iterations, or number of the occurrences of the elements present in the list. So as soon as I get what are the numbers and what are the occurrences, I will go to the main code. So here I will check if nums of I is present in the dictionary or not. So if the number is not, or the instance of the number is not present in the dictionary, then I will do nothing. I will just I will use continue. So I will skip the iteration for that loop, for that iteration. If I have the number present in the dictionary, then I will decrement the whatever the instance value or the number of instances that I have, and I will save that number in a variable n, and I will get the previous element as n minus 1, and I will get the next element as n plus 1. That's what I told in the previously. Like if I'm checking for number 5, then I will take 4. I will check for the availability of 4 and 6. So that's what this previous and next element are doing, or will be doing. So now that I have the previous and the next element present with me, so I will loop through the dictionary while checking if the previous element is not equals to 0. So if I have the previous element, then I will go beyond the previous element. So what essentially what I will do is, I will first of all reduce the instance count from the dictionary, and then I will decrement the previous element's value. So now if I was checking for 4, now I will checking for 3 in the next iteration. Till we won't receive any occurrence of the previous element. Similarly, I will do for the next element as well. So I will decrement the counter of instances, and I will decrement the value as well. Or sorry, not the decrement, but increment the value of the next element. Because like if you are checking for 5, then I will go to 6, then 7. So now that I have the least consecutive or the minimum consecutive element of the series, and I have the maximum as well. So now I can get the length of the sequence, or the consecutive sequence present. So I will have next element minus previous element minus 1. So why this minus 1, that you can figure out. This is just simple mathematics, nothing else. So I have the, so that now I have the length of the subsequence or the sequence consecutive sequence. Now I will just check for its maximumness. So I will check it with the already maximum value of the answer. So, and then as soon as this loop is over, I will return the value of answer. So now essentially what we are doing is, we will take a number, then we will perform this code. If the number is if the occurrence of the number is not equals to 0, then I will check for all its consecutive elements that are present in the dictionary. So essentially at the same time I will be decrementing their instance count. So whenever that if you are checking for the next, or if let's say I already checked for 5, so by default I will be checking for 6 as well, right, in the same iteration. So now if I have the 6 in the original array, then I will skip that iteration, because I will be lowering the instance count, and I'll be the code will perform this continue, and it will skip the iteration. So ideally we are just only performing doing this task only once. So I will iterate, or I will operate on the each element only once. At the end I will return the answer. So let's check this code if it is working or not. Oh, sorry, I need to mention, you need to keep an eye on what all libraries that are using. Make sure you type the correct name. So yes, it is working on the test case. So let's submit this code. So yes, this code is submitted and it is working 81% better than the previous submission. So yes, this code is very efficient in terms of time complexity as well as space as well. So it is around 50% better than the other. So that's it in this video, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Keep liking, keep sharing, keep commenting on this video. If you haven't subscribed this channel, please subscribe it to get the latest notifications. Take care of your health. Till then, this is Raj signing out.